It really
That thing
did.
got wrecked.
I saw how well, like, we opened so strong that it was going to take things turning very south for me to want to drop that first run. And I have a feeling you agreed.
Yeah.
600% is so much damage. Imagine how much better it will be when we have Mila instead of Alvin, who just tax weaknesses so much faster.
We'll also imagine what it'll be like when we have more MP. And like there are a lot of times where I'm at like where I'm at where we're at 600, and then I try to get to the hammer to start arcane arting, and I just don't have the MP. Like once we get to that point where we can just like start spamming that
Overdrive, overdrive, overdrive.
Yeah.
Hope you don't mind.
Elise immediately builds TP and limit, and then lets us chicken run. What an incredible character. I can't imagine any sort of JRPG where I would not extremely highly value an ability called Chicken Run. Like from the...
I mean, chicken anything is pretty good. I mean, chicken
Yeah.
knife, for instance.
The word chicken is one of the best sounding words for anything in an RPG.
I think it's just staying right in the middle of a very narrow spot.
There's something to the left. No, it was still going that way, but, you know, the left.
Oh.
It was in view before the battle and not in view after the battle. The best town in the game. Right here. How's that compare to the Fine Hat? It's better. How's that compare to whatever ribbon we get? It's strictly better.
Hard coat versus 15.
515, 455. It's 6 physical defense versus 11 art defense.
Well, mathematically, this is more, so...
That it is. Iron Mail's the only option for Alvin.
I can't equip that because it'll throw it on Luger.
Yeah, I
a
had
little
that same
young
thought.
for the cocktail dress.
We should have probably checked out custom.
Given how we use Elise, I actually want to hold on to that silver ore in case we find more. So we
Pretty
can get more
logical.
Amethyst. So we want beautiful feathers and hard skills.
Yeah, the spirit symbol isn't really that great.
It's better than anything we have right now.
You don't like leather boots? But we need to buy normal items. And more noodles. Oh, we can buy veggie sticks now.
We're gonna need this I'd assume this.
That would have been really stupid if it wasn't, honestly.
Yeah. That's honestly tempting. Do you want one? I want
How
one.
much do we need to pay for our next debt payment? Because that's actually enough money that we gotta think about it. You know?
When you're in a place like this, it feels as though
I guess
the
we can
whole
turn in a
world
couple of
is
these.
untouched.
And we can probably turn in a couple random jobs too.
By war.
I think there were more. You kind of just quit.
That was the only other thing.
You may address me as Agent N.
Should we just pay her?
Hey, hey!
Because this is to advance the story.
Well, for the bank anyway. You've broken the 50...
Vera from Spirius Corporation here. We've detected a new fractured dimension. As a dimensional agent, you've been assigned the task of eliminating it. This is your first mission, so please make sure that you're fully prepared. Then come to the Spirius building.
Think we'll find Glasses Guy there? Oh, or maybe the spirit that lives in the land of Canaan.
Now we can buy a couple of these. And we just won't have to have anxiety over it, you know? And yeah, honestly, 2 of these is smart.
Our sustainability is going to improve.
And of course we can get a free full heal because Nia Khera. What a great town. This inn can't be profitable.
I don't think it's supposed to be in it. I think it's just supposed to be.
Some random person's house in which you intrude. So, in terms
Yeah.
of the optimal order to do things, the Floodmeadow is probably the smartest place to go next. I mean, we can enter the
Can we?
Nia Khera side of it, right?
We can't.
What would stop
believe
us?
So.
They'll
The
just
dead?
tell us we're not allowed to go in.
Pretty sure, yeah. That opens up with the like Jean Du area. Pretty sure.
I figure it's just like it was in Xillia 1 where you just can't cross through from this side. You know?
Xillia 1, there's an NPC blocking you. If you
Well, I
try
mean,
and go to Xagut.
we can loot
if you
it.
try and go there.
We just saw we can.
Well, yeah, I see that, but I kind of want to fight the gigantic.
I was gonna
monster
suggest
first,
doing
don't
it the other way around because we'll just have more ore before the monster. Isn't that the only difference? We loot this, we
Yes.
warp back to Khera, then we fight the monster.
you? Unless we run into Sienna Bronc. What are we gonna do if we run into
Keep
Sienna
moving.
Bronc here?
We're not gonna beat Sienna Bronc at these levels with this party.
You remember our Sienna Bronc strategy last time,
Yeah.
right?
Sienna, and we were much later in the game when we did it, and it was stupid.
It was really funny though. I backstepped a lot.
This one is always a fun one to get, isn't it? I think we've done this specifically on that one a lot. Gonna be bee stung. Oh, a rotten bone, that's so much better.
Bee stung would have been more poetic.
It's a new art for Jude.
Howdy.
There's something to your left, but I'm sure you'll get it on your way around. It was a land crab in a cliffside. And both
grabbed.
Alvin and Rowan learned arts. I wonder if that's Demon's Inferno Alvin just learned, because that would be pretty nice. It's a good art.
Not as nice as if you got
Well, Legacy's
What's
that
the
move.
name
I'm
of
pretty
that
sure that comes
freaking-
from a side quest.
yeah.
A completely
Legacy
ridiculous
is-
move.
Yeah. Let me just stand over here and just fire a ton.
And do mountains of damage. And build mountains of Link.
It is an arcade art.
It's very expensive. I'm really glad we can buy veggie sticks now, aren't you? This whole game just got about 10% easier.
I'm veggie glad.
You know, whether you prefer good or bad to refer to them, that pun really wasn't it. That was a fairly low-grade pun. I expect better from you.
Oh, I had a quote that you would have appreciated today at work. We had a group chat going and somebody called someone a tool, and like I responded with, you know, it's like at least schools have uses. Some people don't even make it that far.
That would be a great villain line, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Probably right before, I don't know, slaughtering a bunch of innocent children. And then laughing.
Stepping on some puppies. the dark side option that was never in any of the Knights of the Old Republic game, but should have been just to see if anybody that wanted to go complete dark would pick it. Bag of kittens. Smash or don't smash.
I think, given the theme of that game, wouldn't apply lightsaber have been the dark side option.
I really like Force Crush. That just sounds more brutal.
You get extra dark side points if while you're doing it, another pop-up comes up, laugh while doing it. You just ran right by it back. Like, if you'd run any closer to it, you would have gotten in a fight because you would have run into it. And then the gentleman would have said hello there.
Wait, they say that before the fight. He still said that.
At least just learned it
Remember
art.
the
I wonder
really
if it's a
ridiculous-
TPO art or a good art.
You remember the really ridiculous gentleman in the arena in Graces?
The gentle eel, was
You
it?
had to beat in the one. No, the gentle eel was in the
Yeah,
zone
gentleman was the one for completing every... Yeah. Gentle eel was in the zone cage. There was a third one. What was it called? Illusionist.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and the illusionist was totally ridiculous when you fought him.
He wouldn't have made my top 10 list of ridiculous things and graces.
I remember he was a big source of anxiety for us, though, when we were trying to...
Well, the arena was anxiety causing in that game in general because, you know, FR Arena, it was absurdly long. And any mistake, and you get to start from the beginning. Because haven't all our winning runs taken like an hour? And then you get to Poisson, and it's like, oh, by the way, if you fail this, have fun doing FR Arena again. So we always just totally wimped out on our parties.
Poisson was,
Not a dangerous boss, but given her location,
yeah.
anxiety causing regardless. You also didn't have your item
Really?
bag.
When she started using Hammer Rain, that was...
At the end of the fight, it turned into Eternal Hammer.
Yeah. That was the one scary thing that she did, especially because they would rain like freezing hammers and you would get frozen.
And if both Sophie and Chariot died at the same time, the run was automatically over. Because you had no life bottles. Which is why we always wimped out on our party structure, because... You know, like when we were doing our 3-player co-op run, for most of the game, we only had Chariot and not Sophie for a healer, but that risk would not have been logical in that situation. Is half guard what we just bought, or is it an upgrade?
It's one of the ones we bought.
I like how that boat is there, but it's just not active right now.
It's the debt company would freak out if we took it to Jean-Du.
There was something in that wall. Probably.
Stung.
I really wonder how wood chunks end up in the wall. Are the gentlemen not so gentle? We could probably just jump back out of this cave, because this is the last thing, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Khera.
Correct.
And don't forget, before we fight the thing, we have skills and such to set again. Because we have gained a lot of them.
There are no bounds to the might of this geezer.
Sweet.
Are these all the level 10 quotes we're getting?
I think most of these are just tied to the amount of like skills and stuff you've learned.
Light Guard is relevantly useful, especially right now, right? Blunt Force,
yeah,
that's good. Momentary Gain, and Mirage Step. Mind Charge 2, that's an incredible skill. Life Reversal's good. Let's take off some of the crummy like TP gain stuff for order. We need more.
I think the TP gains are more useful than the HP ones if we are in that situation.
Okay, speaking of which, we need to take off those because we have Overextension and Invigorating Taunt, both of which are improvements. Sprinter. That's actually a pretty great ability. Shame it's not shared with his Link partner, right?
Yeah.
That's an incredible ability. What's Warrior 2 do? That's a pretty great ability.
Hey, Rowan has skills now.
Mind Reversal's a good ability. What do some of those other ones down there do that you... That's a good ability. That's also a good ability. And I think you might have passed some stuff up top. Like, there's no reason not to give him stuff like Knife Revenge and Jump Cancel and Flash Guard.
No, Mage Sun definitely.
Immediate consumption.
That's an incredible ability.
Steel Plus.
There could be stuff that's more useful. Hooray, I likes to steal. That doesn't mean it's useful.
And Jump Cancel, and that's about it. What arts have we learned? That's Demon Inferno for me. Dark Visitor for Elise. I don't believe you've gotten anything new. Demon Inferno should be somewhere.
That's a nice breeze.
We can set
can
it
stand here
a
all
bit. Let's
day.
get it.
Our party's gotten a lot better through this trek.
It's gonna be a while for the other characters to catch up.
I believe before we unlock the next section of Rize Maxia, we do have Mila.
Yeah. That's good, because that's goes towards Prometheus.
Okay, so Ludger and Elise just learned arts. Yeah, we're gonna have to do this stuff again, aren't we? But it won't be as long because there's not as much, you know? We're gonna fill up our dark bottle supply soon.
Thank you, Cleo.
There was a bag you ran right past. Chicken run is the best skill in the game. It was, yeah, right there. Dead in front of Ludger.
Right where?
That's not in front of Ludger. You turned Ludger. There's something to your right too, but you can get this first. Can we make it to the Hollowmont now?
Mm-hmm.
That was a very late game area in Xillia 1 itself.
So here do we have?
It'll be nice when the shop and Triglyph updates with veggie sticks, right? So I guess it doesn't really matter because we can come to Nia Khera whenever we want to shop. A decision we will probably make routinely.
So
Don't forget to set the skills that we just got and map some arts. TP gain is not anything I care to keep. Mindshare Plus is a good ability. She probably has some TP gain or HP gain garbage, yeah. Okay, art mapping. We've learned some things. Nurse and Hunting Phoenix. How good's Hunting Phoenix?
It's, remember, it was one of the main
It's
things
the dark
I was
move?
looking forward to, because it gives me, yeah. It's not as good as 1,000 Swords, which I still don't have as far as dark hitting moves, but it's better than Zero Divide for most situations, though oddly enough this boss that we're about to fight is a boss in which I'm going to probably spam Zero Divide.
That's just a great art. You probably want to map it then. And Elise having Nurse is incredible. Is Revive on her list of things that's coming up? It's not even far. When does she learn Resurrection?
Did she? Are we sure she doesn't have it? Or skills. And when does she learn Resurrection?
It might require one of the elements she's way back on.
We're gonna get Revive before Resurrection.
I mean, it's a much more important move. Because Nurse and Revive are her two best arts. Resurrection is her third best art, though. Dispel's pretty great, too.
Okay. Anything else we need to do?
Probably not.
Let's charge in.